Howdy y'all, Fuzzy Biker here. We're at Baxter Cycle in Marne, Iowa, and look what they have laid out for us today. This is Throwback Thursday, and I don't think it gets any more throwback than this. This is a 1901 Royal Enfield replica. It's not an original motorcycle, but it's got parts on it that are from the time period. Royal Enfield employees built this from 2 pictures and a magazine article that they had. But it's really quite a machine. It's 250cc. There's the engine right there. Kind of built on a bicycle. Things that are original, like look at these brakes down here. I think that's original. The headlight from the time period. Original from the time period. The chain and sprocket system. The drive pulley on the back. I think the handlebars, this seat and bag are supposed to be original from the era. Just a real neat thing, isn't it? So, I don't really know where to start. This is the kind of the clutch system, I guess. It's not really a clutch, it's just a belt binder. This spins to tighten up the belt. So let's go up here to the engine. So here's the engine. Air cooled, of course. Carburetor down here. The fuel tank, we think the front is right here. Carburetor right here. This one here is the throttle. This one over here is the, we think it's the mechanical advance for the magneto. This is the mag here, we think anyway. Single valve that I can find right here. This looks like an oil line going up to that. The spark plug here. I don't know what's in here for where the exhaust goes. Here, I don't know how the exhaust gets out, and that's what I was wondering. Maybe it's an exhaust valve and maybe a reed valve going in or something like that. I don't know the answers to those questions. Carburetor is period correct supposedly. I don't know if they rebuilt that or had it made. So fuel tank, oil tank, tool compartment over here. This is the clutch. What would be considered a clutch. So you'd bicycle ride, get it going, you'd push this, that would engage the engine out the back wheel, get that thing spinning to start. Big old flywheel over here. Really interesting. Oh, the horn's supposed to be period correct too. Over here is the oil pump. You'd hand pump oil to get oil into the engine. Yeah, there's a lot to see here. Let's see if I can, I'm gonna just kind of jump around on this one. This is a valve lifter to shut the thing off, or when you wanted to slow down, you'd use this lever here. It would raise the valve to open it up to, release compression. Little compression release valve right here. We think that's a kill switch for the magneto. Look at that headlight, isn't that just amazing? What else can I show you about the engine? Big old flywheel there, the belt drive, like I said. There's a coil in here somewhere, apparently. And, it's supposed to be a magneto, so we don't know how that works. But look at this big piece here to hold the engine on. I think they said the engine was 1.9 horsepower or something like that. This is the brake here for the front. And again, look at that brake. This thing was supposed to go 35 miles an hour. They had it running 35 miles an hour. And, that's your front brake. The back brake works off the pedals, you back pedal. And that's your back brake, that's a band brake. Here's the drive for the wheel, back wheel. It runs off the spokes. Let's go back here and take a look at that. That's how it's attached to the spokes. Here's the muffler. It points down, comes out here, down this tube here, and then it shoots down onto the ground. Just a real amazing thing, isn't it? Like I said, that's supposed to be period correct seat. I don't know if they said the fenders were as well, but quite a machine, quite a machine. Absolutely amazing. 1901 Royal Enfield replica. If y'all got an older motorcycle out there that I can do a video of, please get a hold of me. Fuzzy Biker, we're always on the lookout for things like this. This will be at Baxter Cycle all weekend, this weekend, for their Baxter Cycle event. This is the weekend of the 18th and 19th of August, 2023. Get down here and check this hot rod out. Now, so one of them is probably oil, one's gas. I'm guessing that, yeah, I don't know.
So the oil is here. He has to like manually lubricate the engine.
Okay, right.
Before and during.
They keep come over here, look at the belt, the drive belt, how it crisscrosses.
Yeah, oh, yeah. So that friction belt is operated by this lever on the side. Yeah, from the pic, they had 2 pictures and a magazine article, and that's it. No schematics or anything. Took him 15 months to make it. And once he gets going, it's not a problem. Does really good on straightaways, apparently. But in order to slow this thing down, he has to pull this lever, which kills the engine basically.
Okay.
So he starts off by pumping that, and then depending on how fast he has to slow down, or if it's come to a stop or just slow down for a small turn, he'll release the tension on the belt, so that also helps to slow it down. And that measly friction brake, yeah, so that's what he does. And if need be, he has to adjust some of the air intake through that. Again, this has something to do with
that. Look, it kills the magneto probably.
It looks like it has a single valve, so there might be a reed valve or something up in here.
I don't know.
Yeah, we didn't get that much into the engine with that. He was just describing it all, and I'm like,
and I'm guessing this is the mag. I don't know.
Yep, that would be the mag, because you got your cables going to it, and there's your advance. It looks like.
Okay.
So, and the rims, all this stuff.
So as big as a nightmare as this is to start and run and ride, people did this every day. Like, this is what they wanted to do.
Yeah.
Like this. That's, if anybody ever asks, like, why are you into motorcycles? This, and it's like,
if they could do that,
they could do
I
this.
can do this.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they turned it into racing.
Yeah,
Thankfully,
let's go
they
faster.
moved the engine from here down here. It's way shorter. So.
Yeah.
So this is the fuel line. This is an oil line over here.
How many do we have total? 4?
I have 4. Yeah, that's all we got.
Timing. So this is the throttle.
Yeah, that would be some type of throttle. No, I think that is, that would operate this.
So timing, throttle,
air. I think it's like a decompressor, basically.
decompressor. Yeah. This is probably what you think, a kill switch
That, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a kill switch, because there's a wire going to it, which means it's just ground.
to the mag. Yeah. The clutch-ish kind of thing, not really a clutch, but toolkit area, magneto. One valve. We couldn't find. I only see one valve. Spark plug right there. Flywheel, manual oiling. You pump the oil to get into the engine, the bike frame. And there's another picture of the brake. Not sure what this is. Oh, that's just a place for the belt to go through. What is it? It's 1901, right?
1901 replica.
Replica. Lisette, how do you say that word? Lisette seat. They still make those, don't they?
The original period parts, as we call them, so the ones that are from the early 1900s, or let's see, the wheel rims and hubs, the band brakes.
Oh, the brakes are original.
Rear.
Okay.
The horn.
Ha!
One go. There you go.
I can't believe you.
And I'll rip it off. The handlebars, that Lucas lamp, which is just incredible to have on there
That
itself.
thing right there.
The chain set and the crank.
Okay. So this stuff here.
Yeah. The saddle.
Oh wow.
The belt drive wheel pulley.
Okay, the big pulley on the wheel in the back.
And the front forks.
Okay, right here.
All been manufactured and framed by Harris Performance. Carburetors are replica of the original, and the oil pump is brass. That's all brass. This is one piece of brass that they had to.
This is a sheet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sheet. Yeah. Solder. You can see the solder line.
And I believe, and you might, isn't there a tube that runs through here? Yeah, if you look here, the wiring for the spark plug runs through the gas tank.
Yeah,
The
right,
wires
right.
run through the tank. So that means not only is this one piece of brass, there's a tube that runs
Right.
through the tank
Yeah,
that has to
things
be
like that.
completely gas-proof too, which is
right.
amazing.
And they, as you can see, they had to bevel it out for the frame.
Over the frame.
Yeah, to get it in there. I mean, it's.
Oh, so there is a bevel in there. Yeah, there's an indent right there. I don't want to touch it, but so this is supposed to be the original Royal Enfield motorcycle.
First motorcycle. They
Right.
also,
A replica
before
of
this,
it.
they had a three-wheeler. I think
That's right, I
1898,
read
They
that.
did have a motorized vehicle, but this is their first motorcycle.
Right.
And in 1901, there weren't but a handful of manufacturers making motorcycles.
So this is as far back as you're going to go.
You're not going to find
Yeah,
an
you're
older
not. You're not.
motorcycle.
Yeah, you're not going to find anything much older than that.
Just kind of
Amazing. Amazing.
pressure on it. And when he rides it, he wears.
Welcome to Throwback Thursday. It's about as far back as we can go. 1901 Royal Enfield. Now, life is good. I'm going to shut this camera and do a little more drooling. Y'all get out there and have some fun. Wahoo!